It's late and it's bedtime, but earlier when we were doing the chores, I checked Lavender and Crazy Horns, and Lavender's ligaments were gone and her bag was full of colostrum and stuff. And she actually had colostrum because yesterday she did not have any milk at all. So yeah, that's cool with Lavender. And then with Crazy Horns, she had a little bit of colostrum and her ligaments were like almost all the way gone. So I don't know who's going next, but we'll have to see. So I'm going to be pretty excited to go out there and see if anything happened in the morning. All right. Well, it's time to see if they had any babies this morning. Hold on, I want to see two. Alright, here, let me. Alright, we can open the door. Sugar, come here.
Not yet. Who else? You're not yet. You're not yet. Okay.
There's a little bit of mucus at her back.
Yeah?
Her, but I'm not. No.
Maybe next time. Wow, his horns are getting good. What's going on, Ace? Yeah, buddy. What do we got? What do we got?
We have 2 more baby lambs.
2 more baby lambs. Which ones are they?
In the stall.
They're in the stall. Hey, sheep! Meh! There you go. Yeah, I know. Look at all those little ones running. There go the first 5. There's the other 2. We had 7 out already. We still have, oh, yeah, there's that bird in there too. The birds fly in here and sometimes the dog tries to get them, but if we're able to. So white-throated sparrow, red pepper, just save before the dog gets it, right? All right, ready? Hold it.
Woo!
So why don't you guys pull them out? It's gonna be dark in there for me to video. And the only reason we're only able to make this video right now is that we didn't die last night. Of course, that's always true, but we actually encountered something I'm gonna show you. So crazy stuff. Last night we went to go visit some friends, and there was a thunderstorm in our area. So when we were coming back across, we couldn't come back across. There's a low water bridge between us and our property when we start out, you know, anywhere else. And it was torrential downpour. It was a seriously raging river at that point. It's normally just a nice, calm, little peaceful creek, sorry, like where you saw Bugger and I do the minnow catch, clean, and cook. But I didn't want to risk it. If I would have tried and failed, there's no way Mama Pepper and I could have made it out of that vehicle with all 7 of the children. I would have struggled on my own in the amount of water that was coming, and of course the darkness and things, much less me with 1 child, than how much less with a man, a wife, and 7 children. So we turned around and we went back to a friend's house. Just stopped at a bachelor pad last night. I think he's like 20 something. And he was asleep on the couch, but he let us take his 2 couches and his floor, and we spent the night there till we finally made it home today. And a friend actually with a heavy duty truck shuttled us across. I'm like, this van's kind of a lightweight. It's a pretty low vehicle. If the water's too high, it could just shove it off the edge and we could still tip and lose it. So now we're gonna see if we can actually get our van. And if I can walk across that way with my swamp boots on, we should be able to drive back. Pinky will just stay on this side and video, make sure it happens. This is not her trying to catch my death on camera. And of course we could have made it across last night. That's a possibility, but without having a guarantee that it was safe, it was just such a potentially treacherous, perilous, tragic situation. I don't want to risk the life of my family when we have other options. So we knew some other people, but they were cut off by a low water bridge too, so we couldn't exactly get over to a couple different of our friends. So picked this friend's house, the young bachelor, and on our way home, I knew it was a possibility. We passed through a neighboring town. One of their ditches by the wayside was like 20 feet worth of water running down there, and I'm like, yeah, when we get to the low water bridge, we might not be able to cross it. So I was thinking, praying, observing on the way over, saw that his lights were on when we passed by, even though it was late on a Friday night. It's not as late for young people sometimes, so thankfully he put us up overnight and it worked out really well. And now we're gonna try to get that van. All right, this is more reasonable by far. I was not expecting it to be this low already. Last night this was raging, and this also was a split off from here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Yeah, this is nothing compared to how it was. Yeah, we can just walk across now, but there's a pretty good drop off on this side. If our truck had gone down there, we'd be gone. So it's a tiny bit compared to what it was. I'm not sure if you could catch the audio when I walked across, but that's probably a 2 to 3 foot drop off the edge. So if there would have been enough water coming down, rushing down here yesterday to push us over that edge, we would have been done for. I'll show you a little bit of what that looks like. But it would have been raging back over here. It wouldn't have worked out too well. And this road that I'm walking up right now had a big stream running down one side of it. Out in the woods over there, there was another big stream running down. I mean, water was everywhere. Living here in the Ozarks, it's a dry and thirsty land. And I forgot the keys at the house. That is ridiculous.
Well, back to the house we go.
Wow. I was thinking about getting the van and how important that was, and I didn't even
I thought you left the keys there.
Man. And I care so much about what people think and putting forth a really good impression of me that I'll probably have to edit that out. That one there is Flower. I slept out in one of the worst nights ever to help her deliver her baby. Oh, which is one of those. Hey guys. What's going on, little ones?
She has grain to distract her.
Oh, this is the ewe, huh?
Yes, sir.
Look at how little that ewe is.
Well, just distract her enough.
Oh, and here's the little ram. That's our second ram for the year, and our 7th. What? Shiva, you might need to step back. You know how the sheep are with their babies. Oh yeah, so Lavender here is the mama, and she has always thrown us pretty much pure white sheep. Even though she's a Jacob sheep, she doesn't have the best horn genetics. She's actually the lavender colored, so she's got a different coloration than the other ones. And with both Johnny Clearwater, who we got her with, and with Rambo, who we sold, she always threw white ones. But she's thrown some doubles. And this time, finally with Dodge's help, right Dodge? She threw some that actually looked like Jacob sheep. So we don't know when this happened. Could have been last night, could have been today. She's obviously a good mother, keeping a track of this. And she'll let the people hold them fine. But if the dog came over to sniff the puppy, she'd be headbutting a ram in it. The only other ram we had besides the one Red Pepper's holding is this guy here, Ace. And you can see his little nubs on his head. Oops. All the other ones have been used so far this year. Which one's this you?
That's Maple.
Is that the one that I was in the barn with?
No.
No.
Sugar, you were in the barn.
Oh.
Well, you guys changed the names, so I don't always know who's who. But look at how many spots these guys got. They're actually really good looking as far as like the breed standard for Jacob sheep.
Sugar.
Okay, that's the one I helped deliver,
And.
which was quite a night. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
Oh. These are my two babies.
Yeah, look at the size difference there. Wow. Hey, Ace, what's going on? Your horns are coming in nice, man. So what do you guys think about having another ram this year? Pretty good, right? Exciting.
Yeah.
And look at how much smaller that little ewe is. What's the ewe's name?
Shasta Daisy, Mom.
Shasta Daisy. And the other one?
Rory Ramsey.
Rory Ramsey.
Rory Ramsey.
So we've actually got a friend whose name is Rory. His birthday is today. We don't know if they were born yesterday, so I'm saying their birthday's today because that we know for sure, that they're at least here and out today. So we're naming them Rory after our friend, and then Ramsey is the last name we're adding. We actually used to have a Dave Ramsey. He was pretty cool. But Rory Ramsey and Shasta Daisy.
Shasta Daisy.
Hey, Pinky, what else is special about today?
Oh, today is day 19 for the eggs.
And what's day 19 for the eggs mean?
They go on lockdown tonight.
They go on lockdown. So, oh, look at them. They're so little. Let me get some like of their height footage so you guys understand how short they are. There you go. That's Dodge, Lavender, Shasta Daisy, and Rory Ramsey. That's a family. Dodge, good job again, man. Way to be.
They look like a family.
They do, and he's, like I said, thrown the best with her out of all the rams we've tried. This would be her third husband.
Here's Maple. This is Thunderhoofs.
That's Thunderhoofs.
Baby.
And then right now we still have Crazy Horns here to the side, and those two in back still have to throw for us this year's. But so far, out of 9 breeding ewes,
We got 10 lambs.
and 1 ram, we've got 10 already? This is 9.
Well, we had
Oh, the one died. Yeah, so we'll call it 9 keepers. And then those 3, which just happened to conveniently be positioned behind Pinky Pepper, all still have to go. I'm guessing singles on them all.
Yeah,
These ones are 2 years old now. So they were born 2 years ago. And we brought them into the breeding last fall when they were like a year and a half old. And then she is one of the original ones we picked up with her second batch of Jacob sheep. That there is her daughter. And she's got a grandbaby in the other field with 6. That's the oldest one? Oh, the camera couldn't even tell. It was so dark. I thought it was super nighttime. Well, let's go check those
eggs.
eggs. In Monster Truck's room, which is our main incubation station right now, Pinky's doing some stuff, and you can hear our ones from last time. They're inside right now just with all the torrential downpour. If we had them in our current area, they wouldn't have made it. They would have all been dead by the time we made it home today. Because, yeah, we didn't even lock up any of our animals last night because we were stranded. And while we could have had a neighbor do it, by the time we found out we weren't going to make it home, it was like midnight to 1 in the morning. So we're like, eh. But we're still alive and well. What you got going on?
Alright, so it's day 19 for the eggs, and I took out these two. These two are mine. Well, two
From
are
the
mine.
other incubator.
Yeah, from the other incubator. This one went bad and this one failed. So these are gonna be out, and I'm gonna need your help. So first I need to add the water, and then get all the eggs on the
And you said you thought one was already
hatching.
hatching. It didn't crack through yet, though?
Oh, what's that? No, it didn't.
Okay.
Oh, it's turning. It's being silly.
So we've got 2 that she pulled from the other incubator, and these other 42?
Yeah, this one's hatching right now.
Wow, these other 42 are the ones from the neighbor that's got the deal with these girls that will give them 4 chicks per dozen for doing the job of a mother hen and hatching them.
Yeah, don't want that. Now, I'm gonna try to...
Can you do that? Don't scramble eggs.
Help me. Oh, you grab this side right here, and I'm gonna steady it a little bit. Lift it up. Okay.
Nice and easy, children. Slow as a team.
And set it right here.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Push it back.
Nice
Right now,
job.
you're gonna have to hold it.
Save that one that's starting for last. And get the other ones in.
All right.
And there's a smiley egg somewhere. Oh yeah, there you go. Increase the humidity for the hatching.
I added some more water already today.
So this next little bit's going to be the deal. And for a while now, our neighbors actually have had a chicken that laid her eggs inside a feed bag. That had some other stuff, and I think it was wood chips or something. So she's been sitting on top of there for some time, and it's been past really where any of them should probably be hatching. I think it's been like 30 days. And they were going to pull her off, but then they're like, these were so close that when these hatch, they may just sneak like 2 or 3 underneath her, let her feel like she's done a good job. Because she was incubating them, through that incredible polar vortex cold snap that we had here. So I think when she got off to go get, some food and water, when it's like negative degrees, or at least with the wind chill, negative degrees, freezing temperatures anyway, it may not have worked out for her. So they're going to try to do that to encourage her and give her some sort of, reward for her effort. So hopefully we do pretty good here.
So that's the one that's hatching right there.
Wow. Do we run a risk of having it sealed by opening right now or anything, or no?
I don't think so, because it is not actually open.
Okay, it didn't actually crack through the membrane yet?
Nope.
Okay, put it somewhere front and center where we can see it. Wow. And these are, except for those 2 olive eggers in the upper left-hand corner, these are all theirs. From our neighbors, they just wanted to hatch out a big bunch and see what would happen. So they've got a good variety of...
This is the most eggs that we've ever had fertilizing here, so there's gonna be a whole bunch.
Yeah. But a good variety of colors, which is some cool stuff. You don't get that in the carton at the store, do you?
No. I don't know. I don't want them to be touching, but they have to.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
All right.
We'll see what happens. Eggs under the chickens are touching.
Yeah.
So these ones have been getting yard time during the days when we're home, and we still bring them in for night. And we did split them up into 2 different batches, just because they're so big. So some are in here, and some are in there. So these ones will be getting a permanent outside station very soon. You can tell we had to split them into 2 batches because there's still, what, 19 of these?
Yeah.
So there's probably 10 in one, 9 in another. And what are you thinking on the sexes of these?
We only had about like 5 or 6 roosters, I think, from what I saw.
Okay, so 12 or 13 hens, huh?
Yeah, probably something.
Do you want to
like
lift 1 or 2 just to show me how big they've gotten? Because these hatched like 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And then we ran in this next batch right afterwards.
This is the male and that's the female. This is the Moran.
Oh yeah, and the Miranda's a what?
I think it's a female.
Think it's a female?
As far as I know.
And you think the other one's a male?
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool, so exciting. And hopefully we'll have a good set with these guys here behind them, that we can have something like this or even better to drop off to the neighbors. And then you get to keep 4 out of each dozen that hatch over there, right?
Yeah.
So how many dozen do you think will hatch?
I don't know.
I'm guessing you should be able to get like 3 dozen out of 42 eggs.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good amount in there.
And if you got 3 dozen, you'd actually get a dozen and they'd get 2.
You can tell this one's the boy and that one's the girl.
Okay, which one's the boy?
This one.
Oh,
This girl.
and you're basing that off of the comb?
The combs, kind of, and like...
So what if you had a rooster that was going to have a big comb and a rooster that was going to have a pea comb? Would you be able to tell at that stage?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say that this is what they're gonna be. It's just what they look like because they're still young and they're still like
developing.
yeah.
And some people say
that's
if
just
you
what it looks like.
hold them underneath and let their legs dangle.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Okay.
It's mainly if they feel comfortable when you do that, or if they're not very comfortable.
Right.
But yeah.
Cool.
They want to bridge.
So this one's named Skunk because of his color, and he's going to help me shut this video down. Like I said, we live in a dry and thirsty land. When we get torrential downpours, a lot of the gullies and little streams turn into big. You want to take that? Big, rushing, raging rivers, and when that happens, there's times you can't cross at all, and when you do, you risk your life. So we chose not to risk our life last night. Made it through to the morning, worked out fine. While we were gone, Lavender had 2 little lambs for us, and we made it back home. Everything else, the poultry, nothing attacked them. The only thing we've been seeing around as far as predator-wise lately has been a mama possum that about every 2 weeks or so we just kind of peek in her pouch. She's been doing okay. Hasn't attacked anything. No ducks or chickens were lost last night. And now we get to lock these down, so should have a hatching chick video for you guys soon. And then we've got an experiment because of some comments we've been receiving, and we want to see what happens with that. All right, we'll see you next time.
Little Peppers out!
Thank you for watching. And the left button.